Good morning everyone, welcome to Chandwell. My name's Michael and I'm building this N-scale model of Bradford Cathedral out of paper and card. This week I've got a week off work and instead of working 8 or 9 or 10 hours a day, I'm working on the cathedral 8, 9 or 10 hours a day just to see how much I can get done in 1 week. If you watched yesterday, I worked on the north aisle and my first attempt was a little bit wrong because I miscalculated this overlapping crenellation here. I didn't want to make the same mistake this morning with the northern transept which I'm putting in today, so I've printed out its floor plan on a bit of copy of paper and I'm going to see if it fits. So with luck it should just slot into here nicely, and you know what, that's absolutely perfect. Look at that, it fits perfectly. So that is the floor plan of the transept. So I think I've got that right this time. So I've been working on its drawing all morning. So let's have a look at what I've got, the challenges that I had, and then we can get printing it and cutting it out. Challenge. I wanted to make sure that it fit in with all of the rest of the drawings properly. So I brought in the blue, which is the sacristy, the green, which is the aisle from yesterday, and then I made sure that it generally works. I did notice on the real thing that the sacristy's end column here is the same as the one on the transept here, although I think I've possibly made it a little bit too tall on one or a little bit too short on the other, but I wanted to make this buttress, this column, match up with the ones on the aisle. So I think that works okay. The interesting challenge about this one, if we have a look at some of these pictures, is it's actually on the building at 45 degrees. So I've never attempted anything like this before. The buttress coming off at 45 degrees, and in N-scale, this little thing here, this little triangle, is a real challenge. I've managed to do it on the sacristy. I didn't show it on a video, but I'll show you it now, so it should be on the screen now. Just have a look at what I actually did. So it is going to be quite interesting, isn't it, to see how this goes together. So I've got the north elevation there. I've got the the west elevation here, same as yesterday. The windows, I've got the surrounds in place, but I haven't done the tracery yet because that takes a lot of effort. And then I've just quickly drawn on the plan how this will fit together. I'll work out how to do the 45-degree buttress later on. Let's get the windows done. So what I do is I draw the windows, if you remember, in 3 different sizes. And the 3 different sizes are to enable me to get a lovely beveled finish on the window reveals. So I do that quite straightforward in Inkscape. I get the basic shape of the wall ready. Actually, that's the wrong way around. It should be that way around. Get the basic shape of the wall ready, and then I just basically duplicate it and then cut out the windows. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We'll have the dark ones on this one, the middle ones on this one, and the big ones on this one. Simple as that. We then just cut them out. And they now are ready for printing. So we'll get that one printed, but I'll do the other side as well, and then I can do it all at once. I've actually got an electrician coming this afternoon, so he's going to be turning the electricity off and on for the afternoon. So I'm going to get all my bits made first, and then we can start cutting them out while he's here and the electricity's off. So I've ended up with some parts on 0.5mm card and some parts on 1mm card. The parts on the half are the same as yesterday. It's the face of the building with 3 different size window cutouts to give the nice beveled look. Same for the other face, but the crenellations are the same as the ones I did yesterday on the aisle, and then the buttress. So the buttress I'm making it in out of two layers of half and one layer of one. You might ask why. It's just that the 0.5 millimeter isn't exactly half the 1 millimeter card. It's slightly bigger. So I've found that 2 of this one plus 1 of this one gives me the nice perfect 3 millimeters that I want once I've got the texture paper on as well. So it's a little bit funny, but that's the way it is. So those will all line up in a pile to make one buttress. And then because it's got the pointed top and I'm making it left to right, the pointed top's got to go front to back. So I've got 2 0.5 millimeter and 2 1 millimeter, which should give the full depth of the buttress. And then on this side, I've just got some inner pieces, which will just help me put the main faces together square when the time comes. Okay, so that is it for the morning. Not a huge amount of progress to show, but the mornings are always like that. It's all more about looking at the building and working out how it's all going to go together. So I think this afternoon they should go together quite quickly. Hoping for the best. See you later.